all the plant mamas and plant papas out there. Hope everybody's bringing home them roots, bringing home them plants. And if you're new here, my name is Mickey, and welcome to Wicked Natty Roots, a channel where we bring you some of the beauty that nature does have to offer. And if you're coming back, thank you. I think it's amazing in a world full of differences that so many people can come together through the commonality of plants and nature. And what else can I say except thank you? And so with that said, in today's video, we're gonna go through November favorites. I thought I'd show you guys what's been going on. Been keeping a close eye on the plants, you know. And so without further ado, I'm gonna get started with the first plant that I wanna show you guys. And that is Moana. Meet Moana, the Monstera deliciosa. And they don't call it a monster for nothing. I mean, they took the word monster, they added an A, and they got Monstera deliciosa. Monstera delicious. Deliciosa means delicious in Spanish. And check her out. And it is Moana, as you can imagine, with the name, loves water. Out of all the plants, other than the ficus collection, this plant gets the most light. It sits in front of a east-facing window, getting plenty of bright light, and I am pretty proud of how this has turned out so far. You know, this is a very, very, very popular plant. Comes in variegated forms as well, different colors. And when I first saw this plant, you know, I wondered, you know, I saw people getting them tattooed on them. I saw printed materials all over the place of this beautiful plant. And I wondered what the big deal is, right? So first time I got one, didn't do so well. I was a beginner. I don't know everything, but I was determined to become a Monstera master. And I just applied everything that I researched, and there is the results. Throughout the summer, you know, when plants are thirstier, even us, right? We get thirstier when it's hotter outside. Same thing with the plants. I watered the plant, Moana, about every 5 to 7 days. I would feel the soil and really feel the weight of it as well. And as soon as I felt it dry, like 50% dry during the growing season in the summer, I dunk her right in a big tub of water, and then have the plant just drink up and soak up all the water, and then just top it off up top. During the winter lately, in fall, not as much. I'm not running to go water this like I used to, you know. In the winter, the watering habits come night and day, and so with less light, lower temperatures, you know, I'm watering this like every 10 to 14 days, more and more, less and less throughout the season. And right now it's in an 8-inch pot, and the roots, look at roots, there it is. And yeah, this is going to be repotted pretty soon. Got to order some soil for Moana, and there she is, nice and glossy and shiny. And throughout the year, I actually every time I water it, I dust it, because it does accumulate dust as just natural environment. The dust accumulates, and you just go ahead and you know, sort of, you get your brush going, you know, get your Picasso going, and you just kind of dust the leaves off. And I use for pest control, I use Mammoth Control. It's a time-based, THYME, time-based pest control. I can do a video on how I use that instead of neem oil, And so thus far it's working out pretty good. And so so let me go ahead and get the next plant, and I'll be right back. Open your eyes, let's begin. All right, Moana was definitely heavy. Put her back where she lives. And the next plant over here, I want to show you one of my favorites. This is the Epipremnum amplissimum. And check her out. This is Luquillo. Luquillo is an Epipremnum amplissimum. And you probably saw this plant at Home Depot with these silvery long leaves there, and had no idea this was gonna get so big. And it started off in the same 6-inch pot, and it sat in a east-facing window throughout the summer, and it received it was outside, I was living outside, so that's why I probably loved it so much. It got about 4 to 5 direct hours of morning sunlight, and it loved it. I'll tell you that it is a very thirsty plant, and if you let it go dry, the leaves will curl, and definitely got to watch that. And through the summer I was watering it like every 5 days, and so if I knew I wasn't going to be around, I would pull it away from the light, so it won't use up as much energy, it won't get as thirsty. And so this is how I have it staked up. This is my very first moss pole that I got. I think I wrapped the moss in like fishnet thin wire, and I got these plastic trellises from Amazon just to hold Luquillo up. Luquillo is a mountain in Puerto Rico at the northeast part, towards the west where the sun sets. You'll be in beauty over there. The more and more you explore towards the northeast, Luquillo is the summit is El Torro in Puerto Rico, and once you see signs to Luquillo Mountain, you know you're near the El Yunque rainforest, one of my favorite places on earth. And so yeah, give this plant plenty of bright light. It is a fast grower. It was tiny. It was like, it was just barely a couple stems of and leaves, and these aerial roots are just really something. I'll try to show you back here those aerial roots coming out the nodes. And that is that one. And definitely gotta repot this one, as I'll show you the roots are just wanting to keep growing. And so I do gotta order some soil for this one. Look at that. What do you think? Should I repot this during the winter season? Oh yeah, that is in the works. And so let me know if you want to see a repot video on this Epipremnum amplissimum, which means upon a trunk. Actually, it loves growing up or trailing, and so that is the Epipremnum amplissimum. All right, let me go grab the next plant and I'll be right back. All right, this next plant right up is very special. I got this plant for my birthday this year in July, and this is the Alocasia Regal Shield. This is Zaragoza, and Zaragoza is a town, the town where my girlfriend Olivia was born. Zaragoza in the Philippines. Meet Zaragoza. So beautiful. Check out those leaves. That's the newest leaf right in the middle right there. All right, let's check out those green streaks, and this looks amazing in the light when the light shines on it underneath. You see the veins of the stem just extending throughout the leaf itself. And this is an elephant ear plant, an alocasia, and you definitely want to get the brush on this and really keep it dust free. I remember meeting someone in Las Vegas, and we were talking about plants, and the first thing they said was, you know, oh, did you get spider mites on it? You know, and I said no, you know, but I'll try to prevent that, you know. And so with all the plants, pothos, any species, you definitely want to, you know, every time I water the plants, I try to water the leaves as well as best as possible. I'm gonna start bringing them in the shower, as I see a lot of plant mamas and plant papas out there doing. And so this one, you know, it does love that bright light. It lives right here, actually, right here. And the water, you know, I let this during the summer. I let this dry out. I really do. And it's in a 6-inch pot here. Okay, and I really watch this carefully. Make sure I don't overwater. I've had alocasias in the past, which I've done that, and so I've learned that it's better to underwater for sure. If you're not sure, you know, have patience. Give it a couple days. Come back to it. Look at it. And let the plant speak for itself. You know, we don't tell the plants when they need water. The plant tells us when they need water. And so a lot of people that I talk to, you know, they're intimidated by plant care, but it's just a matter of patience, and not to get overwhelmed. You know, you pick a few out and do your best with it, and you know, that's the best we could do. And that is the Alocasia Regal Shield. I have 2 of these as I'm inspecting this one, you know, but I do put on that thyme oil based pesticide, and so far so good. Yeah, Zaragoza is loving it. So that is another November favorite. All right, next up. All right, next on the list for November is Litty. Meet Litty Philodendron Red Sun. And check those leaves out. And got it on a little bamboo stick tied with a little string there. Just working with what I got. I definitely need a another type of support. I mean, but I just put this on about maybe like less than a month ago. Ever since then, I mean, look at the way it's already growing up, you know. And Litty, I got about maybe close to a year ago, maybe, and it was further away from a window. It actually lives next to Moana, and soon I noticed it when I was not giving it bright light. It was not giving any new leaves, you know. I was excited because the red sun gives these beautiful new leaves when they first come out. This is the newest leaf here. Look how gorgeous that looks. And then they harden off to this more burgundy, deep brown, you know, kind of, oh man, coffee color. It's so beautiful. This is the second newest leaf, and then its oldest leaf would be either this one or this one right here. And so as the plant matures, you know, it loves bright light. I let this plant completely dry out, not for too long at all. I'd rather underwater a plant any day of the week than overwater. When I first started plant collecting, I lost a lot of plants due to overwater, underwater. I didn't know what to do, but a nice balance, and just sometimes I use a moisture meter. Mostly I feel the weight of it, and I'd much rather underwater than overwater. And so this is Litty, and Litty has a small mealybug there, but I will get to it. Mealybugs love to feed off of the newer leaves. They're just softer, and so watch out for those. But it's a little one, and it's quite normal to go through the struggles and successes of plant care. And so if you have no plants, 1 plant, 2 plants, that's okay. You know, the more you ask people, the more you take a chance, and you get that plant and you give it what it needs. We all learn as we go along. And so, all right, that is Litty. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys mi Villalba. Villalba is the town that I'm from in Puerto Rico, and this came from Villalba, from my father's land in Puerto Rico, and I brought it back as a tiny cutting. It was super tiny, and it was a silvestre plant. Silvestre is a plant that is out in nature, that if you intend to take care of it and it doesn't belong to anyone else, with the good intention, you can go ahead and take the cutting and bring it back. And thus far, I've had this for about 1.5 years, and it loves to grow. Even though it's not growing season, you see that new leaf is just waiting to unfurl right there. And the beautiful leaves are deep green, with the deep red petioles. I definitely have to extend this moss pole, another one. We're just gonna stick it right in there so it can support it right here, and I'm hoping to definitely should give me more growth. And so that is the Philodendron Rubis, and it's an interesting plant. I heard they hybridize a lot of plants with this species. The strawberry shake kind of reminds me of the Summer Glory, but I know that's not crossed with this one. But yeah, this plant is super easy going, loves bright light. I let the soil dry out, and then give it a good watering, and so it likes to be definitely underwatered versus overwatered. And so that is the Philodendron Rubis, the awesome grower, and it just loves to give new leaves the more light you give it. And definitely gonna need a moss pole very soon for that one. And so that is Villalba. Very nice. Another one of the November favorites. All right, so these plants are heavy, get a good workout going. And just like plants, we need water too. And was about to put some fertilizer in there. Who knows? Maybe I'll grow. Just kidding. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like planty content, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to the next one. All right, peace.